Does anyone have the energy to confirm that for us? That one's lighting up again.
It's here.
What are you afraid of? Oh my gosh. The REM pod one lit up. This is the one that I've never gotten to respond to anything yet. So Shadow calls the real skeleton Bob.
Yeah. Robert.
Who's Robert?
Robert. We never get people's names, ever.
Wait, Robert? Do you think that might have to do with Bob? Alright, your energy is doing something. We're seeing alerts near us, behind us.
I've never had it give a name before.
Now.
Hi everyone, I'm J9 from Two Faces Podcast, and I'm in front of Las Vegas's Skull Manor, owned by David. Over the pandemic, he got kind of bored and decided to start collecting all kinds of skulls, and now he owns hundreds and hundreds of different types of skulls and oddities that he brought into his house. He even has a store inside where you can buy jewelry boxes and all kinds of things. So we went in to see if any of these objects were haunted.
Hop on in there. This thing is a tri-field meter, where it's magnetic fields, electric fields, or radio waves. But particularly the magnetic fields are the juicy ones.
So this is actually Skull Manor's shop where they sell all the things that they make out of skulls. M&Ms. All these things are so beautiful. Look at this jewelry box.
I wonder where the old stuff in the house is. Let's see what it calls to.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the chair.
Gotta view the chair in this camera. Let's see if the SOS gets anything on it. Is anyone into this chair? Does anyone want to appear in this chair for us?
I feel like if there is anything that's here, it gravitates to that chair. This mirror is really pretty.
Yeah. Okay, I was listening to this clip, and you hear J9 and you hear me, and in stereo you hear a third person coming from a different place. Listen.
This mirror is really pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not me. Yeah. You can hear it's a different voice and it's coming from a different place when you hear it in stereo. I put it through the thing that generates captions. You can see J9 saying this mirror is really pretty, and at the same spot, that sound we couldn't tell what it was, what they were saying. The caption generator caught thank you. So the AI for generating captions thinks that it responded with thank you. We weren't sure if it was it's or a name or get out, or it sounded like it could be a few things, but thank you actually makes sense after the saying the mirror is pretty. Listen one more time.
This mirror is really pretty.
Yeah. This hallway is so insane.
I know. Like if anything gravitates towards anything, it's to that chair that's in that room.
So Shadow calls the real skeleton Bob.
Yeah. So
Do they know?
It's interesting that you're not picking up anything because
Don't tell us what it is.
no, like 5 years ago,
Uh-huh.
we had a party here or something,
Uh-huh.
and somebody who said they were a spiritual medium, whatever. She walked in and she went, whoa. And I said, what? And she's like, there's nothing here. It's like, it's not good, it's not bad, there's nothing. I feel nothing. And so I'm here fascinated that
I'm
you
saying
are
the same thing.
saying the same thing.
Do you like friends in here? Like burn sage?
No, we are just chill-ass people.
Cemetery Pulp was a lot like that too. We only really got something off of those shoes basically. Yeah. Don't make us give up and go home without some evidence of you being here. I hate to give it away, but half the time we get something like when we threaten to leave.
All spirits, okay, come on, pipe up now. We're forever hold your peace, and I'm gonna ignore you.
Yeah. It seems like that's worked like every time when we've had nothing. And to get something from somewhere finally. Want to try a yes no on the chair? Since it's been backing into you?
Sure, how do we
Okay, go ahead and set them down. And these will, if we get a temperature drop, or something pushes the yes or no side of the bar, or touches the yes or no REM pod half, we'll get a little yes or no on them. Alright, no yes or no's. The REM pod's starting to do a little blinking.
That's because I'm here. Okay, so I feel like if there's any energy in here, it gravitates to that chair. But I don't think you're bad energy. I think you just like to be here. Something with the chair.
Okay, that REM pod's lighting up a lot. Let's interrupt.
So we got on.
That's a no. Oh, on is showing up on the REM. That's
Here we go again.
No, you're right. It's on in the Ovilus.
Okay.
Those old style REM pods recalibrate every 11 minutes. And yet it's still going. Yeah, you're nowhere near it. There's nothing metal to trigger it. That REM pod was dead this whole time. Until now. So I find that pretty compelling that it's going off as much as it is now.
Picking up the other devices?
Move the bar one just to be safe. But they don't emanate anything, so no. Because the REM pod doesn't do anything with Bluetooth.
Wow.
No, it's picking back up,
Now
see?
he's really bad.
Here, put the yes, no back. And let's see if we can get her to... Okay.
Just so that it's not.
Just to rule that out.
Yeah.
But,
Wow.
we're off again.
Wow. I'm gonna move the phone too.
Okay. So, like, walkie-talkies...
So make sure it's not picking up like on your phone.
Well, let's just put it on airplane mode. If you're here, push on that metal bar for us that's coming out of the orange thing. Push on one side for yes and one side for no. Right, put your energy together for us and do something for us. We want to see you make one of these orange things do something.
He said fast.
Fast.
So were you somebody that was fast as far as like a runner or something?
Yeah, what does that mean? What do you want to tell us?
Shoes. Shoes again?
It's like something follows you around and like, I got a yes on the metal bar. So we saw your yes. What do you want to tell us? Try to give us another word in her phone. In the dictionary in her phone.
Telepathy.
Interesting. So, did you have telepathy when you were alive? Or is this a reference to her mediumship? Put your energy together and appear to us and give us an answer on the metal bar.
I'm just going crazy. Have you picked up anything?
The REM pod was going crazy and now it's all sleepy again. Nothing in the SOS whatsoever. And no EMF either.
Where did you get that chair from?
From one of our friends who had it in storage for a while. I don't know where he got him from. We haven't even done anything to him yet. We just brought him here and set him down.
It's weird.
That is interesting. That chair is actually the broken one of the cube as well.
Huh.
Like the left arm on it is broke.
The left arm where the REM pod is? How did the left arm break? Tell us.
Yeah.
Left from my side.
Oh, okay, so that arm. What if you put the REM pod on the other arm?
You want me to?
Yeah.
Is there something that you want to tell me about the owner of the chair? It has something to do with somebody who owned it before, but I don't know what it is.
It's weird for the Ovilus to be so silent again. I think it's another sign of us being in a chill place.
It was a part of something. Some event that was like changed something in someone's life.
It's remarkable how little. Nothing in the SOS at all.
Yeah.
No EMF either.
Well, I'm gonna go sit back down because it stopped when I walked up. So maybe he'll come back.
How funny, it's true that the REM pod hasn't gone since he came back either. It's just us now, come back. Are you something following us? Are you our spirit friend? Pop in for us again. Here's another one. The AI said this is the wrong position, but we both hear pull up a chair. We really want to see you. Really want to... Oh, that was just barometric pressure. Are you coming? Is this you arriving? Did you change the pressure in the chair?
You were here before. Do you want to show yourself again by touching the REM pod?
Just that REM pod went off too, and this one behind me is closer to your phone, and it did nothing, so... Come back. We saw you light up the REM pod. Give it to us again. The barometric pressure is dropping again. Is that you dropping the pressure? Because I saw you did it only on that one that you've been pushing on. Can you push on it one more time for us? Yeah, it's not sensitive. It'd be great to see something pop up in this us at some point. I'm just seeing you. See how it's showing her skeleton?
Yeah.
Ah, where's the rest of your skeleton?
A lot of people have enjoyed your presence and put a lot of life and energy into you. Can you bring any of that back for us to touch anything around you? What if we put the yes-no bar in front of them?
Okay.
That's the juicy one.
Can we go get him?
Yeah. And there's this silence here where I just left the GoPro by the fireplace. I boosted the audio 50% with the loudness thing so it wouldn't distort, but just boost the quiet parts, and ran it through a caption generator to get closed captions, and in the silent part, I got the words, "I can't leave those things now. I'm so sorry," 3 times. And then it just started repeating, "I didn't know I was in here. I didn't know I was in here," over and over again. I used Captionator, which actually uses the same speech recognition as Siri. And this led to us finding this EVP action.
I got the weirdest thing on the Ovilus.
Yeah?
Mammy.
Mammy?
What's a mammy?
Wasn't Mammy the name of Master Peter's cat?
We have a lot of his stuff.
That's crazy.
The person that owned this cat, Mammy, you have a lot of their stuff?
Yeah, my husband.
Oh no.
He passed 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They've never got Mammy before on their little thing, and they just got it.
Yeah. Mammy, how weird.
One of the yellow boxes is alerting suddenly too.
So with the idea that Mammy came up, that's awesome.
Right?
How crazy.
I was about to say, this one just flashed red, but only once.
That's the one there that started alerting a lot. 100. When we brought up
Away.
Mammy, that's the one.
So Mammy's 100 away.
100 away. What does this mean? Okay, more activity on 10, 9, and 4. So these two next to us are alerting the most right now. The ones closest to us.
Robert.
Who's Robert?
We never get people's names, ever.
Wait, Robert? Do you think that might have to do with Bob?
It's possible.
Oh my god.
Does it have any other
That's the
relationships?
only name that's ever been known by. And I think they made it up. So,
No one else in the family or anything named
I
Robert?
mean, we have a friend named Robert. Who does?
Yeah, true. It's funny the computer screen started scrolling with notifications when we got both of these. Alright, your energy is doing something. We're seeing alerts near us, behind us.
I've never had it given name before.
Now.
I mean, there's lots of things in this house that he gifted to us, like this 3 skeleton set over here. Like a mom and her kid and some creepy bird.
The thermal app shut down. I wonder what that means. Okay. So we know this was important to someone. Does anyone have the energy to confirm that for us? That one's lighting up again.
There.
What are you afraid of? Oh my gosh. The REM pod one lit up. This is the one that I've never gotten to respond to anything yet. So it was a no. And we had a temperature drop just now on the sensor bar. There was a no on the REM Duo. So this dual REM pod thing, it doesn't have as big antennas as a regular REM pod, so it's just much less sensitive. It's mainly to differentiate between a yes or no on one side or the other. But it rejects everything like outside of that range, unlike the regular REM pod, so something has to really get up on it to trigger it, and we've never had it get triggered at our house. We're getting more here now. Yeah, we got a no on the machine that hasn't been triggered by anything paranormal yet. Because it's so new, and in our testing, nothing's triggered it either. I mean, I've tested how a human touch triggers it. Like, I've tested if I put my hand near the yes or no sign. That's what I use to calibrate it and get it to really clearly pick up a hand on one side or the other. I've left it in my living room for like days without anything triggering it. Are you trying to get us to look over here? Is that why we're getting the responses on these two orange things behind us?
If you are Mammy or Robert or Master Pierre, just let something light up here.
Did Peter know Bob?
Oh yeah.
It's possible. Maybe a long
Bob
time.
was at Peter's house for many years since.
This is your last chance. Give us one last thing to say before we go.
I'm really getting a lot on number 10, which I think is this one. Yeah.
So the thing that number 10 is on, that column pillar thing,
Uh-huh.
we just brought from, we got it from auction yesterday,
Really?
and I brought it home and I painted it and made it match our decor, and so it's been here a little over 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
So
So it's the youngest thing in here.
Maybe.
Or maybe something traveled with it that hasn't been able to get cleansed with the rest of the house and your guys' good energy.
or they might be mad that I painted it.
I'm inclined to think that Robert has something to do with Skeleton being named Bob, given that we don't get names very much. It's like the
Yeah.
only other
really
significant name.
Mom is trying to say you're supposed to be fearful here.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a scary house.
Oh, that's right. I was all pondering the word fear, meanwhile it's like the whole point of the place.
Right.
That's such a long gap for no obelisk.
Soon.
Soon.
Is that soon? Yeah.
You're gonna talk to us soon? It better be soon.
Come on, we're almost ready to
I'm
go.
like, I just got up with you. You don't keep talking.
I'm stoked that the REM duo picked something up when nothing else wanted to, and it's the one thing that hasn't been picking up anything other places.
I think it's pretty dead. I'm not really picking up on anything.
Now, something summoned the energy to touch that at some point with none of us near it.
Well, that flame light was made by the person I was talking about. He actually brought cemetery dirt back with him from Louisiana, and that's what's in the base of that. And he made that lamp special for us.
So where do you get tiny skeletons to make a lamp like that from?
Right?
You actually got one no on this one we weren't looking. What was that buzz?
What?
I thought I heard a buzz over there.
Release.
Release. Well, we just got an alert at the end of the hallway, and then 9 again. There's definitely been like a lot of little nudges it's picked up, not temperature drops, but little nudges from these two spots and the spot up here.
And I mean, that's, so when you say nudges, you mean vibrations?
Yeah, some kind
I
of.
mean, that's a
movement.
stucco fireplace on a cement floor, so unless the whole ground is nudging,
Yeah, there's not a lot to bump it.
right?
We leave them around the house to test them picking up anything. They go a long time without doing anything.
It's interesting.
Anything from the cemetery sand? No, it's still all zeros there.
Legion.
Legion.
You gotta leave.
Capital L.
What? Capital L?
Legion with a capital L.
Oh, the buzz was this guy. And the REM duo went off again, which is funny. No REM pods whatsoever except on the chair. And REM pod's not even close to this thing. Like, didn't go off, but something got near the no on it like 3 times.
We like Halloween.
Right.
Halloween is the one day a year that people drop judgment. They drop fear of people coming to the door. They,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're ugly, if you're good looking, if you're dressed up scary or dressed up as a little princess. It's the only day of the year that people show up at your door and you give them candy with a smile. That's why we have all this Halloween and skull stuff.